Well, if you're a budding local content creator looking for your big break, well, maybe we can help. Mediacorp's launched an accelerator program on the back of its existing Bloomr.SG MCN platform, which is Singapore's first and only official YouTube multi-channel network. Those who join the accelerator will go through a series of hands-on workshops led by industry professionals. The first intake will run from June to November this year. Graduates will go on to participate in capstone projects for 6 more months, working with established YouTubers and Mediacorp. For more, we're joined by the program lead, Diogo Martins, and filmmaker Ray Pang, who will be one of the trainers. Thanks for joining us, guys. Let's go to you first, Diogo. How does this program bring together the objectives of content creators and Mediacorp?
Good evening. It basically gives most of the Singaporean content creators a leg up in the industry, not just by the infrastructure and the resources that Mediacorp provides, but the educational program that we're setting up that is based on experience from the past 3 to 4 years where we've been working with all the creators in the country, and we've started to identify some of the issues that they've been missing for the betterment of the quality of the content that they've been creating and how that then can be onboarded onto Mediacorp platforms or other FTA or broadcasters around the region.
Well, Ray, you will be imparting the secrets of mobile technology to create content. What opportunities are there for content creators in this digital age?
Okay, you mean opportunities? I think right now the market is demanding for more creators, so everyone has an equal chance to go into this online space and to have opportunity to tell stories. So I think using mobile technology is something that is available to all of us, and there's great perks of using smartphones because smartphones have HDR, and most DSLR can't even record HDR right now for videos. So there are actually a lot of perks to actually use mobile technology to create content. So it's really exciting time with the advancement of technology right now.
Ray, what do you think makes for good digital storytelling?
What makes good digital storytelling? I guess one of the things that help content creators to stand out, it's really having that entertainment value, because I think right now that's so saturated, right? So I think there's this saying everyone is trying to say have a niche, but I think you doesn't have to always be different. I think knowing your target audience, it's very important, and also you have to really enjoy creating content, and that's also very crucial to sustain. So I think one of the things that I think content creators are lacking, those who just jump straight and dive into it, is actually the storytelling techniques. So actually there's actually a story structures that content creators should apply. And in that way, you actually create a more engaging content that will kind of entertain the audience. So I feel those are some elements that content creators should actually focus and maybe upskill.
Well, Diogo, we go back to you. We've seen an influx of online content and platforms in just the last few years. MeWatch is a good example of how Mediacorp has joined the bandwagon. But how is Bloomr going to tap into this ecosystem?
So, like we mentioned, the idea is for us to first figure out if they can create stories, if they know how to tell stories, and then the platforms tend to not be that important, even though because of digital technology they can disseminate their messages across any other type of platforms like TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, or any other ones, right? MeWatch specifically. Mediacorp has an OTT. The thinking is the better the content that they can create, then the easier it is to onboard it onto different platforms. Different platforms have different languages, and so what we're doing with all of these creators is basically trying to figure out which formats actually match to MeWatch, what formats match to FTA or other platforms, and try to see that then from what they learn, how that can be adapted or even amplified in the way that the stories become better or become grander to the smaller scale things that they might be doing now.
All right, let's go back to you, Ray. You've picked up your fair share of accolades for your work. What would you say are the necessary skills that content creators need in order to stand out from the crowd? I mean, earlier you talked about having structure.
Yeah, I think becoming a content creator is getting more demanding, and it's actually more tougher to be a content creators now because, getting my hands dirty trying to create content like vlogs, it's not as easy as it seems because, content creator nowadays, like filmmakers, we direct. So for me, I'm the commercial director. But as a content creator, you have to do so much. You have to be a researcher, you have to be the writer, you have to be like the copywriter, you have to be the photographer, videographer, editor. You have to do so much. So I think in today's time as content creators, you have to really be diverse and be versatile to tell better stories because it's a saturated market. But yet, I think a lot of platforms are actually boosting new creators. So it's an exciting time for creators. From my perspective, I think what really that could help them stand out is really to have that storytelling structures, like a 3-act structures per se, would help them even to create an engaging vlog, even as a vlog, you see. So instead of just a talking head, that's my perspective. I think storytelling is still key. If I may to add is that I think with great ideas, you need executions. So you need basic technical knowledge to execute them. If not, it's just going to be just plain ideas and concept.
Well, thanks so much for speaking with us. Lead of Bloomr.SG, Diogo Martins, and trainer Ray Pang. Well, for those who wish to sign up for the program, you can visit www.bloomr.sg/MCN Accelerator.